Hi there, Sam Klemke here, talking to you in the year 2000. Well, okay, it's actually 2013, but who's counting? The ripe old age of 56. You know, in my youth, I always wondered what the future would be like. Would it be like Star Trek with people beaming up on the Enterprise, you know, flying cars and all that stuff? As a creative person, I always figured I'd be a big movie mogul or a cartoon tycoon of some kind. Well, I certainly got the big part right, didn't I? In truth, I'm still as scattered and unfocused and lazy as I ever was. I just have a lot more guilt about it now. I live in relative isolation up here in the Northwest, passing my days in an ADD stupor. I'm doing okay as a traveling caricature artist, but most of my youthful goals have not been achieved at all. But I haven't given up on myself quite yet. I still have dreams and ideas for launching my big filmmaking career or my new life as an underground cartoonist. You know, there was a time when I really felt poised for greatness. When I was 20 years old, I was so full of ambition and cockiness. As a mentorless child, I thought I knew it all and didn't need advice from anyone. Not that there was anyone around to advise me anyway. I had such high expectations for my future. I was so innocent and naive that I thought I could just sit back passively and watch greatness materialize out of the blue. God, I took myself so seriously back then. I was so ignorant of what it really took to become successful. I often wonder what I would say to my younger self if he were to meet me now. Look at me, still living with my parents in that sterile suburban neighborhood. I was a decent-looking young buck, though, wasn't I? Ah, youth. Hey, Sammy boy, good to see ya.
Well, hello, Mr. Klemke.
It's been a long time.
Well, yes, it has.
How are things going for you back then?
Oh, not too bad for a struggling young college student.
Good, good. Well, listen, I'd like to talk to you if you have some time.
Oh, yeah?
Have a seat.
Okay.
Please.
All right.
I'm feeling kind of nostalgic right now.
Well, be my guest.
Okay. First off, remember that production company you were working on back then? What was that called?
Charisma?
Charisma, that's right. The Charisma Corporation.
Yes, well, basically I was still trying to get it off the ground there. I had a lot of high hopes for it, but there were times when I thought it would flop.
It never went anywhere.
But I kept a positive attitude towards it.
Yeah. And what about you personally? You still living at home? What's up with that?
Yeah, I'm still living at home with the folks, So it's mostly a lot of ideas just waiting to be put into production.
Sure. So lazy.
But I have won several awards and had several animated cartoons shown on television.
Oh, several.
You do remember television, don't you, Mr. Klemke?
Vaguely. I spend most of my time trolling the internet these days. Something you've never heard of.
Well, I just hope you appreciate all the work and struggling I did back then to get you where you are now.
Well, hindsight is crystal clear, isn't it? But as you get older, you lighten up about these things.
Yeah, I suppose you're right, but I don't know, I still wish there was some way I could skip over the next 23 years to be where you are now.
No, you don't, trust me. But thanks for chatting. Appreciate it.
Okay, yeah.
It's good to see you again.
Well, thank you.
And have a good future.
And same to you.
It's pretty anticlimactic, believe me.
Oh, and by the way, Mr. Klemke,
Yes.
try to stop living in the past.